Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm here at Tijara Motors for the review of Bangladesh's first Ferrari Purosangue. No, I'm just joking, this is not the Ferrari Purosangue. This is actually the all-new Toyota Crown Sport. A lot of people are confused with the Toyota Crown. What is the Toyota Crown? Whenever we talk about the Toyota Crown, everybody thinks about that generation, the Toyota Crown RS. Everybody in Bangladesh knows that specific generation for the RS model. Now let's come to this model of the Crown. The all-new Crown comes with 4 different trims or 4 different body styles. One is the Crown Crossover, one is the Toyota Crown Sedan, one is the Toyota Crown Signia, that is the SUV, and this is the Toyota Crown Sport. This is the one that is the most popular because it looks like the Ferrari Purosangue from the front, from the back, from the side. This is probably like a cheap Ferrari Purosangue that's more reliable than the Purosangue, and that's not going to depreciate as much as the Purosangue. So let's come to this car. Thanks to Tijara Motors for providing this vehicle to me so I could do a full in-depth review of this vehicle. This is a very rare car in Bangladesh in my opinion. I think there's only 3 units of this, but this is the most beautiful one because of the perfect spec and the perfect color. Now let me show you the key and then I will start talking about the history of the Toyota Crown. So the key is pretty simple and it's pretty similar as all of the different keys. You have the Crown logo at the back, you have your lock, unlock, trunk opening and your Toyota logo, and you have your emergency key on the bottom. If you look at this car, this is a car that's going to catch eye wherever you take this or if it's just parked in the middle of the road. But let's talk about the history of the Toyota Crown before I start the full review. Toyota. Everybody knows this company. Why? Because if it's not Toyota, then who? Toyota is the most reliable and most efficient car manufacturer in the world. And probably Toyota is the best car manufacturer in terms of making affordable, reliable, efficient cars. But let's come to the Toyota Crown. The Toyota Crown is not the flagship model for Toyota because it's the Toyota Century. But the Toyota Crown is really popular. Why? From 1955, the first generation of the Toyota Crown was released. It is a JDM specific model and it is a JDM vehicle. What's JDM? Japanese Domestic Model. The Toyota Crown was very popular because it was one of the most luxurious cars to sit in, one of the most fun car to drive, and one of the nicest looking cars you could buy that's made in Japan. But this is the newest and the nicest generation in some people's opinion. From 1955, the Crown was always a sedan vehicle. And from the latest generation of this vehicle, that is the 16th generation. But if we look at the 15th generation, from the first generation to the 15th generation, the Crown was a sedan, and it is supposed to be, and it was only a Japanese domestic model. But from the 16th generation, they made this car a international model and a lot of different body styles. Why did Toyota do this? A lot of people are upset about it, but a lot of people actually understand why. The Crown became an international model. So how could Toyota get their expenses low but still make a lot of profit? When Toyota made 4 different vehicles with the same engine, with the same technology, with the same name, Toyota didn't have to maximize their production line because everything on these 4 Crowns are same. Drivetrain, design, interior, everything's probably same except of the body style. That's why the production cost was low, but the manufacturing was a lot. That's why the Toyota Crown is one of the most popular vehicles in the world right now. When we saw the Toyota Crown at the first time, that was the crossover variant. A lot of people hated that vehicle, but that is one of the most sold vehicles in the world right now. But let's come to this. This is the sport variant, and this car has a lot of aftermarket accessories with this car. That's why this car pops a bit more. But let me show you the front of the car first, and then I will show you everything else. So if you look at the front of this car, this car actually looks like a Ferrari per Sangue, no doubt on that. You have two lights on the top that works as your TRLs and your hazards, and this specific placement actually looks like the Puro Sangue the most, because you have the two lights and then you have the body in the middle. This actually looks like a very aggressive looking eye, but you have the main projector setup here. A lot of people have this in mind, only one projector setup. Is it going to be powerful enough? If it wasn't reasonable, Toyota wouldn't have done it. Like, they obviously thought about it and then they made the car. This car is in a very nice pearl white color, and you guys can see how the diamond flexes are inside the paint, and it actually makes the car pop out a much more. If you look at the body kit, you have the black accents with the white, and you have the bronze accent that match the interior. You can see it says Model Star on the front of the body kit. So you guys can see who made this body kit as well. If we get up, if we start from here, this black accent all the way starts below the DRLs and the LED hazards. Then you have the crown logo at the middle, you have the radar here for your automatic braking assist, you have the front camera here with the number plate slot, and you have the pretty much same thing on the other side. Overall, the hood, the bumper, everything looks very aggressive and aerodynamic, and this car actually is. If you put a big V8 on this car that has like a lot of horsepower, this would actually be a competitor of the Ferrari Puro Sangue. In terms of design, you got it. In terms of reliability, you got it. You just need the power. We're pretty much done with the front of the car. Let's talk about safety. The car has rain sensing wipers, the car has automatic braking assist, it has cruise control, it has automatic lane departure assist for the front. In terms of back, I'm going to tell you guys when I'm at the back, but now let me show you the car's powertrain and talk about what different engines you can get with the Toyota Crown. For opening the hood, you have to do that from the driver's side. There is a button located here. If I just pull that, it's going to open the hood. In terms of powertrain, all of the 4 different models of the Crown get the same engine, and all of the different market also gets the same powertrain. A thing about this car is having no hydraulic struts can be a disappointing thing, but in terms of weight distribution ish, it's actually good. So this engine, a lot of people can think this is a engine that's used in a lot of different vehicles. So the Toyota Crown 16th generation, that is this model, comes with 2 different engine variants for the American and North American market. So if you want to buy a Toyota Crown in the United States or in Canada, you have 2 different variants, a 2.5 liter hybrid engine, a 2.5 liter non-hybrid engine. In terms of thing, it's a 2.4, 2.5-ish, but everybody just says 2.5. But for the Japanese domestic model, this is the engine variant you can get this car with. And this car shares, it's actually pretty much the same engine as the previous generation, but in terms of placement, before it was an inline placement, now it's a 4-cylinder placement. That's the only difference. This is a very reliable, very efficient engine. It is producing almost 250 horsepower, 163 pound-feet of torque with a CVT transmission. But in terms of hybrid vehicles, a CVT transmission is actually good. You can see you have the engine right here, you have the Toyota badge right here. This is a very plasticky treatment, but it's not bad. That's how you can check your oil. That's the dipstick. You have the hybrid motor right here. As you can see, you have the big intake, you have the fuse box, everything is organized. But if you want a much more luxurious model, you can obviously get something from Lexus. But Lexus doesn't really have something to compete with this. But if you want to see that in the future, if it comes out, I'll try to do a video in Bangladesh or outside Bangladesh. That's pretty much it for the front of the car. I just don't get tired of looking at the front of this vehicle. But now let's get into the car's side profile. So now we're on the side profile. If you look at the side profile, now is the perfect time to explain why Toyota made 4 different models. Now Toyota can serve 4 different type of customers at the same name and the same car. This is more like a sporty-ish crossover that's more like a little SUV, but it's a hatchback, if that makes sense. But the crossover is actually served for being an actual crossover. The sedan is a proper sedan, the Signia is a proper SUV. So Toyota can serve 4 type of customers at the same time. Like my type of person, a young kind of person would buy this, a little older person will buy the Signia, My type of person will also buy the sedan, but not the crossover because it's pretty ugly. Let's come to the front wheels. The wheels on this car looks amazing. Why? It has painted side panels. You have very nice gloss black wheels. I know black wheels are not the best wheels, but it looks good because of the contrast. The car has very nice Michelin tires, sorry, not wheels. But overall, the tires and the rims are 235, 45, R21s. You have 4-piston brakes at the front. The front disc thickness is 12.3 inches and the front brakes are regenerative. Overall, in terms of suspension, the front suspension are strut suspension with coil springs and it is adaptively damped. So if you change the driving modes, it does tweak a bit. If you come back from there, the A-pillar and the entire roof is also in black. It's a nice two-tone color. The exterior mirrors are also in black and it has keyless entry. So when you unlock the vehicle, it automatically unfolds. The door handles are also in black. You have the hazard light here. It has blind spot monitoring and a 360 camera below. If you look down here, it says Crown with the beautiful looking side skirt. And then if you come a little behind, the car has rain shades as well and it has this very nice Crown plaque on the rear doors. Now if we come down and come to the rear wheels are same as the front, same tires, and Michelin tires are probably one of the most comfortable and one of the most less noisy tires you can buy. How do I know? I have Michelins on my one as well. Now we're pretty much done with the side. Let's come to the rear of the vehicle, but I also have to show you guys the fuel tank. And in terms of fuel tank, if you press the button inside the vehicle, it automatically folds and you can fill up your 65-liter tank on this vehicle. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Look at the car's rear end. It looks like a very short back, so it's like a very sporty-ish kind of vehicle. But now I'm going to get inside, turn on these beautiful rear tail lights, and then I will show you the rear. So the full lights are on for the back. You can see the lights are completely OLED. You have your hazards light here. This black treatment makes it look much more nicer, and you have a nice spoiler on the top that you have your upper stop brake light. But if we start from here, you have your HEV written, that's a hybrid. You have Crown written, you have the tiny Toyota logo at the back. This adds like a rear spoiler, this black treatment, and you have pretty much same on the other side. Rear windshield wiper is here, you have your shark fin antenna on the top. If you look at the bottom area, this kind of looks like a diffuser. You have the rear reverse light here with the number plate slot and your reversing camera. Overall, a perfect car isn't made, but I think this probably serves a lot of stuff by just being a single car. The boot space is okay-ish. You have this partial cover that you can install. The seats are foldable, but overall, it's not bad. In terms of the storage below here, for showing you that I have to actually fold this down, put this at the back, and then I can get this up. And then you can see you have your tire repair kit, you have the towing hinge, and you have your number plate brackets. That's pretty much it. Boot is good. You have your subwoofer here, and for closing the boot, you have your button here. The subwoofer is actually pretty big. This is for closing the boot, this is for closing the boot and locking the car, and this is manually closing the boot. So there we go. We're pretty much done with the exterior of the Toyota Crown. Now let's see, can a family of 5 sit in this car comfortably? Because in Bangladesh, a lot of people have 5 people in their houses. So let's try to fit 5 people in here. In terms of opening the door and getting the space, it's not the best, but it is what it is. Getting inside is easy. Sitting inside the car, headroom is good enough, knee room is good enough. I don't think 3 people would have a problem sitting inside this car, and it has ISOFIX anchor points, so you can actually put a baby seat in the car and then use that as well if you want to. The center armrest has 2 cup holders. If 2 people sit it back here, it's like really comfy. You have your rear AC vents and you have your rear USB-C types, and you have an actual power outlet down there, so if you want to charge your laptop or anything. The car gets a panoramic roof. If I just press this, it opens up the blind, but it is a fixed panoramic roof, so it doesn't open, it just shows you the sky. And this seat is actually controllable from here, so you can disturb the passenger whenever you want. Pretty comfortable, not gonna lie. Sitting in the center, Not bad. Coming here, now let's come to the door. You have your bronze treatment continues here. You have this very nice brown leather with all of the bronze everywhere. You have your grab handle here, bottle holder here, and your speaker here. The windows, if I just press this, it does go fully down. That's actually a good thing, and it's a one touch, so that's also a good thing. Now let's get inside the front and show you the rest of the technology this car offers. Now we are on the front seats. This dash reminds me of all of the different 4 Crown models, but let's show it to you either ways. You have this very nice line that all the way comes around there. It has this brownish kind of material, and it circles around and comes here where you can see the leather extending. You have this bronze finish all the way here in the AC vent as well, and you have the AC vent closer down there. You have your SRS airbag written on the top. If you come down here, you have a lockable glove box with decent amount of room. If you just get that up and come to the seats, seats are sporty but comfy at the same time, and you can control this from here like I mentioned before. And the color and everything is actually nice because these seats are ventilated and heated and poweredly controlled. So that's a good feature as well. In terms of this glove box, you can open this from here, decent amount of room, and you can also open this from here. The panoramic sunroof is always there on top of your head. Now let me show you the car's infotainment system and all the other stuff that I didn't show. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button that is located here. When I turn the car on, the steering wheel slowly comes down and everything slowly turns on with its own animation. As you can see, this car gets a 12.3-inch fully digital infotainment system that has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The dash and overall the full dash is same on the 4 different models, so I don't have to show you anything specifically. You have your volume knob right here.
No ETC card.
As you can see, I just have OCD problems, that's why I fixed that. It's also in bronze, so it matches everything. This infotainment navigation doesn't work because in Bangladesh navigation won't work. In terms of media, you can connect your Bluetooth as well, but it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so that's not the big point. If you go on settings, you can control the climate control settings from here, so you can control the front and also look at all of the options because this car only has a 2-zone climate control. In terms of comfort, you can control the seat heaters, steering heaters, and the seat ventilation. And then if you go on driving recorder, this car gets a dash cam and you can actually record it. It's actually located right here, so it's going to record it on automatically because it's a built-in dash cam. Then you have your trip information and the history. 16.9 kilometers per liter. God damn, that's actually good. You have the energy flow, so what is powering what at which time. You can see that as well. And that's pretty much it. In terms of settings, you can have your personal information here and customize it however you want. In terms of the AC controls, you have manual controls here as well. Heated and ventilated seats, 2-zone climate control, very cool. You have your parking brake here, traction control, EV mode, brake hold, and your driving selectors. So if you change the driving modes, it does it on this screen, so I will show that to you a bit later. The gear knob also has this bronze finish. You have 2 cup holders with 2 USB-C types and a wireless charger located here. And for the 360 camera, there we go. And then if you go up, you have the rear view mirror that's a digital mirror and analog mirror at the same time. You have Alcantara, very soft touchy material on the, you have the vanity mirrors with a light. And then if you get this up, we can come to the car's steering wheel. The steering wheel is same on the 4 models, and it is also same on the Toyota Century, the new SUV model. It is leather strapped, it is tilt and telescopic with this button right here. You have bronze finish here as well, and then you have some controls for this screen and your cruise control. If I get this here, this is your high beam and hazard, and then here is your windshield wiper controls. Now I'll show you guys the instrument cluster. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button, and then the steering wheel slowly comes down and your instrument cluster slowly turns on. Like I said, all of the new Toyota cars get this new digital screen. It's pretty useful, it's pretty nice, and it's really customizable as well. You have the speedo here, top speed is 180 kilometers per hour. You have the fuel gauge, it's showing the range of 149 kilometers with the fuel it has. You have the engine temperature there, you have the eco meter there, and you can customize everything. So if I want, I can customize this, just give me a second. So if I want to customize the stuff, I can customize what I want in this dial. So either it can be blank, fuel economy, eco score, EV ratio, navigation, audio, or just blank. I'm going to keep it as blank because it just looks very sporty. In the center, you can also change whatever you want, and same on this side. But I'm just going to keep it blank because it looks much more sportier this way. And you can also change the different dials that you want. So for that, I have to press this again, go to settings, and then go to meter settings. I can go to meter style. This is sporty, and these are all the other ones. It depends on which one you want to put on your car, but overall I think the sporty is probably the most suitable for this car. And you can also choose like the meter style, so you can have 2 meters, 1 meter, or just nothing. Depends on your personality. Overall, it's nice, it's cool. I'm not gonna complain about it, and it's overall pretty useful. And then this is actually here to monitor your eyes. If you are sleeping, if you feel sleepy or something, it's going to warn you to park the car and not drive anymore. But in terms of driving mode, you have sport, comfort, normal, and eco. Pretty cool. Does a nice animation, and that specific color is the signature color. If you go up, you can look at the car's heads-up display. Heads-up display is pretty simple as well. You just have which gear you're in, and it's going to show you the lane keep assist and the speedo. That's pretty much it. Now I will show you the door because we're pretty much done with the instrument cluster. Then you have the AC vent right here with your AC vent closer, and you have the bronze finish. Again, you have the automatic lights, AC 100 volts, and you have your headlight washer. You can control your brightness and your odometer from here. This is for your ETA, your electronically toll collection system for your Japanese domestic models. You have your fuel tank and trunk opening and your hood opening. You have the brake pedal, you have the gas pedal, and you have the dead pedal. Seat controls are over here. It says Crown nicely here. Even the sticker is on the car. And then if we go to the door, you have the soft touch material all around. You have the memory seats, the bronze finish door handles, and then you have the brown over here with the grab handle and the window openers, lock and unlock window lockers, and the exterior mirror controls. You have your bottle holder here, you have your speaker here, and you have your puddle lights here. It's pretty nice how this car actually is. So we are pretty much done with this review. So if you like this review, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks to Tijara Motors Limited for providing this vehicle to me so I could do a full in-depth review of this car. If you want this car or any other vehicles, because this is probably a dealership in Bangladesh that has a lot of different variants of vehicles at the same time inside their showroom. So this is the all-new Toyota Crown Sport. A lot of people will ask for the price, that's why I'm saying it. The asking price of this vehicle is 1 crore and 43 lakhs. If you want to know much more things like the auction sheet or any other thing, come visit their dealership, and I will put everything in the description so it's much more easier for you guys to contact them. Until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks to Tijara Motors Limited for providing this car to me so I can do a full in-depth review. Until then, stay safe, stay home. Peace.